All right, everybody, what's going on, man? What's up? What's up? Welcome to another edition of SWAC Smoke. This is episode 123. Man, how you doing today, big soldier, man? What's going on with you?
Man, hey, been ripping and running around today. Hey, I found out I ain't as young as I used to be, man. I can't run all night with them young men no more, man.
Oh man, my running days is over with, boy. My niece had a graduation dinner Friday night, bro. We got home at 10 o'clock. I was like, ooh. Bro, I was like, this did way past my time. Y'all
Man.
go do what y'all gonna do afterwards, bro. I'm going home, man. I didn't got my grub on. I'm going home. I can't do it no more, man. So, hey, every step of that ladder, bro, it get harder and harder to hang out with them young mans, bro.
Yes, indeed.
But man, we got a pretty full show today, man. We got all kind of stuff to talk about, man. We got the Celebration Bowl. We're gonna talk about that for a bit. We got mad coaching stuff. We got you know recruiting. Kim Mulkey saying some stuff. So nothing crazy, but we're gonna talk about everything, man. So uh I guess we can go ahead and pop it off with the Celebration Bowl, man. Fam, you pull it out 30-26.
Yeah. Hey, ain't much to talk about, you know. Hey,
Did
FAMU,
did
they did their thing, you know, and hey, hats off to them, man. They did. Hey, they probably their first really undisputed champion, you know,
Oh yeah. I
without a
will say
doubt.
one thing. That defense, man, that FAMU defense locked down after the first quarter. They gave FAMU a couple. I mean, they gave Howard a couple short fields, and Howard was able to score two touchdowns. But after that, FAMU defense locked them down. It wasn't the best offensive game for FAMU because Musa he looked off for like 3 quarters before they finally got something going in the fourth quarter. But he had a bad pick six that almost cost them the game. But
Hmm.
I thought Kelvin Dean stepped up big for them. And like I said, the defense did the job, and you can't ask for much more. And the swag got the win, man. Most importantly, swag got that win. Got the MEAC Swag Challenge win and a Celebration Bowl win. So that's a good year for us, man.
Yep, definitely got them two wins. So, hey, congratulations to FAMU, and definitely will. They were looking to be the favorite next year. So, hey, we're gonna just buckle down to see what happens, you know, with this recruiting and everything. Because it was a pretty good day yesterday for a
Oh
couple
yeah.
teams, and it was a pretty bad day for a couple teams.
It was a lackluster day for some of us. I'm gonna put it that way. Shout out to brother Bakari out there,
Oh yeah,
man. Thank you for tuning in, man. Most
yeah,
definitely
most
appreciate you rocking
definitely.
with us. But yeah, it was a solid day for a few teams, man. I thought the rich got richer in
Hmm.
recruiting, man. I thought the teams who are serious about building their programs, they did a solid job of building their program. They did a solid job of keeping they profile visible to the fan base. I think there's a couple teams in this conference that's setting the pace for what it takes to have a real program. And there's some schools that fake the funk. They talk about being something, but they not. And you know, at some point you gotta quit talking it and walk it. And some of us ain't doing it, man. Some of us we ain't doing what we should be doing. But shout out to JSU. Shout, oh, I'm not throwing shots, man. I'm aiming these things.
Hmm.
and they going right to Hardin Boulevard in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, man. I That's a heat seeking missile right there. But uh, uh like I say, man, shout out to JSU for doing their thing. Shout out to FAMU for doing their thing. Alcorn, shout out to the Big Bad Braves for doing their thing.
Hmm.
And even though, like I say it all the time, we don't know what's gonna happen on the field, but shout out to Valley, man. And, and my boy Coach Anderson out there, man. Shout out to them boys, man. They working. Like I said, I don't know if it's
Hmm.
gonna translate, but Valley working, man. So shout out to the Mississippi schools, man. Y'all doing y'all thing,
Hmm.
bro. I'm gonna put it that way. But I think like I said before, before I get too far off on a tangent, I think the teams who doing what they need to do. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I got a little bit. I got a little bit over my skis, like they say, man. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna stir up no more emotions, but um, I just like to see teams do what they need to do, man. I like to see teams with a vision, programs with a vision, and when you sit there and you watch it, it make you feel a way. So what's up, Los Jake, man? Got TSU in the house, Big Thrillo up in here too. Got Pine Bluff holding it down, man. Shout out to Pine Bluff women basketball team, man. They balling. They
Yes,
are
sir.
they played Ole Miss today, but they picked up a victory over Arkansas a few games ago, man. That girl Zay Green, y'all keep an eye out on her. She is the truth. And we're gonna talk plenty more basketball. Maybe you talk a bit more basketball in this show, but let's go ahead and talk this TSU thing, man. Since we got our TSU folks up in here,
I don't know what they doing, man. But
what's
they
going on, man?
They need to go on and do something because I'm ready to see Fred come up 280 what up there.
Hey, he trying to roll around that 610 loop, man. Like,
man, right, man. I want to see his bumper drag in Houston. Man.
That man already got his. That man already had his swangers and everything, and now they done held it up, man. They done held it up. I don't like the way that's going. I trust me, from a school who got board members that don't know nothing about football, that's trying to control football. I understand your pain, Texas Southern, man. Them people need to just back off and let Granger do his job as athletic director and let him get his coaching there. All these people coming in late with these ideas, man, and they don't have the best interest of that program in mind. They holding up progress with the program. I think you really risking dropping his bag, man. This could be a colossal fumble if they don't pull this thing off.
Yeah, I agree, man. Man, I think they need to just go ahead and just approve it, but they got a candidate in Fred McNair who is proven, and then you have another candidate over there that isn't proven. I mean, what's so hard to plug somebody in there?
Yeah, I mean the man got trophies and rings, and there's a reason why you wanted him in the first place. I just feel like a lot of people who are decision makers or want to be decision makers, they don't understand the sports aspect of all of this. So they want to be the one to be able to say that they did this and they did that, and you end up with too much foolishness, because this should be a cut and dry thing. Of course, with contracts and things, you're always gonna have people trying to make take a little bit more money out of it, put more money in whatever terms, but it's that I'll give you that. Some people looking at it as Andre Johnson gonna bring resources, which is it's possible, but if you're still trying to win football games, can he do that? I think sometimes we got to look at what's going to be best for you. Is it just getting the new stuff, or is it winning games? Because if it's about winning games, then you go with the guy that's going to win them games for you. If it's about just making things look better, then you go with the guy that make things look better. And they're like when you have like and we saw this with Southern, when you have people who don't be transparent and proper in their job searches, you end up with so many other names. You end up with so many scenarios, and that's when people get upset and people get angry because they start to put their guy in the mix who they think should be, and then they don't look at the A's and B's of a situation. So I hope TSU get this thing worked out, man, because this, this is going on way longer than it needs to be, and with nobody really knowing what's going on, all we can do is guess, and we might be guessing totally wrong, And you got Ed Reed still sticking his nose around. Ed Reed say he asked Morehouse, man, to give him a call. That man trying to get back in the game, bro.
That man outside the club trying to get in, man. Hey, I think Ed Reed doing more damage than good. So
yeah, man, I think
it's a reason. I think it's a reason he didn't get certain positions at certain schools, man. Why his boy ain't called him, man?
Exactly. He called everybody else.
Well, yeah,
he called Warren Sapp. He can't call you.
That's a good question to me. Man, you wonder some things.
Man, people know what you do, and people know what you're capable of. And if they know you, they know. Sometimes what's said is not as loud as what's not said, and that silence is golden. But I think and I don't want to go too far on the Ed Reed thing, but I think he need to find him a like a high school job, or like a D2 job, or NAIA job or something like that, and get his feet wet, But it's one of them things, man. It's I mean, I guess as long as he gonna be out there, he gonna be sticking his name out there. So if you got a job coming open next year, know that he gonna be nosing around. Yeah, that's a great point, and that's a point that I agree with. Anytime somebody say that, if you want to do something, you can do it without being a coach. If you want to help a school, you can help a school even more from the side with your wallet and your connections. You don't have to be the coach to do that. You can do a plenty from the sidelines and in in the back rooms and stuff. You don't need to coach with that. I mean, now, if you just coaching been the thing you want to do, and you that's cool. But I don't think we should always be the starting point for somebody. Especially not if you're gonna look down on other coaches who have coached but ain't got head coaching experience. You can't look down on a coach who been a coordinator somewhere and don't got the head coach experience, and then hire somebody who hadn't coached at all. That don't make no sense to me.
And the other thing that don't make sense to me is how you can be run up in the SWAC 2 years in a row and win the Celebration Bowl and don't get in the G5 or Power 5 job offer.
And that's that's a good point too, because people gonna be them schools always be snooping around. A couple jobs came open. I was surprised. Surprised the name didn't come up in.
Boy, Willie ain't getting any mention in some of these jobs, but the previous coach was trying to say we need to elevate some of these coaches, because there's some great coaches in the SWAC, man. So, hey, why Fred and Willie Simmons can't get them calls, man?
Yeah, I mean, people hire coaches from everywhere, man, just out the blue. Like a coach will get hired somewhere, and they'll pull up a coordinator or something from some school, some low level Big Sky school or whatever, and our coaches, I mean, not all of them, but we do have some coaches that are capable of doing the job. I mean, if you look at the only coach that basically got an offer to move up besides Deion Sanders was Jay Hobson, and we can pretty much guess, why he got called up. I mean, it's no secret to it, but I just think that we also don't do a great job of helping ourselves. So, I think that being able to showcase what we got, it can go a long way, and we have to just find ways to continue to grow our brands. Yeah, like I say, I'm gonna say it like this, and I'm gonna leave it. If you like a celebrity coach, hey, that's all on you, man. That's all on you. That's not my thing, but if that's your thing, then it's all good. But I want a coach who's gonna be there for my program. I want a coach who's gonna, you know, organically want to grow my program and not necessarily, doing it to make themselves look good. So, if that's what worked for your program, that's what worked for your program. I always feel like everybody is different. But you know, that's gonna be one of them topics that's gonna rage on for a long time. That's a great point. I really feel, we need to start, we need to start building our own dynasties in sports, man. We had those kind of things, but you got, kids playing a couple years here and then they move up. They feel like they need to go Power Five or they need to go G5. You can be just as successful here, man. I think, we say it a lot, but it is not being put into action. And we it's hard to block that shining light that come from that level, because everybody feel like they missing something, and everybody's not. Everybody don't need to be on that level. That's why guys transfer out of there. But you can't make people do what we want them to do. They pretty much are kind of blinded to that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, like I said, when you look at a guy like that, he got put in a position he wasn't really gonna be successful there for the most part anyway. But it's always an opportunity for a guy like that to bounce back and to get something. So it really kind of hamstrings you a little bit, you know. But our coaches aren't always looked at the best, and sometimes rightfully so. But the ones that are doing the work, I think they need the recognition, regardless of whether they leave or not. But like I said, I want to take a second and transition to something that still got have to kind of do with coaching, and that's I feel like, and this is just me. I feel like our for some of our schools, our hiring processes are just not great. I feel like some of us don't do a good job of doing a coaching search. They don't do a good job of the whole process. There's too many cooks in the kitchen, and we drag things out longer than they need to, and we make things a bigger issue than we need to. The biggest thing that I think that anybody can do is to be open. Now, I'm not saying you need to say ABC is up for the job, because some coaches don't want you to put their name out there. Some of their agents don't want you to put their name out. As a school, sometimes you don't want to put that out because you don't want to give away any leverage. But I think there's some kind of way you need to be in tune with your fan base, and respect your fan base enough to keep them abreast of what's going on. I'm not saying you got to get into ABCs every day, but you have to do something to give them some hope, and cut down on a lot of the speculation, and a lot of the guessing and stuff. And that's why I always say silence leads to speculation. And if you don't say anything, people are gonna start to guess. And 9 times out of 10, people guesses ain't never gonna be what the reality is. And that's when you get divided fan bases, and you got to try to win them back. And that's something that I think a lot of our schools they fail at. I that's a subject I've been really thinking about a lot these last couple of weeks. And it really does get to me, man. I'm not sitting there trying to pretend and act like this, but I see the process that my school got, and I don't like the way it's going. So hopefully we can start to kind of get some things back on track, because I feel like you're not helping people to be engaged in what you want them to be engaged in. You're just assuming that people are gonna do it because they've always done it. And this is a different time. It's 2023, about to be 2024. The way the college sports world work now. Hey, we can make that happen, brother Bakar. We're gonna definitely make that happen, man. Just maybe hit my, if you got my Instagram or my Twitter, man, hit me up. We'll work on doing something like that, because I would love, I think that would be great. So um and you give me a chance to get all my stuff right, so I can come correct. But we can definitely make that happen, man, most definitely. And if anybody else want to get down on something, we can definitely make it happen. So always open to it. Just hit me up, and we could work something out. Yeah, I mean, I think one of the major things is you got people who do this kind of stuff that don't know football. I mean, I heard somebody say it on the radio. They in charge of certain things and they don't even know football. So why have that person in charge of making major decisions when they don't know A from B? What's up, DJ, man? What's going on with you out there in the Gump, man? What's happening? Let me run through some of these comments while y'all continue to hold it down. Man, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, please, and thank you. And if you haven't subscribed already, man, once you go ahead and do that too, while you're here. Definitely appreciate y'all being here and rocking with us. But like I say, man, that's something I can kind of babble about, man, for a minute. But I don't want to get lost in the sauce and that kind of stuff. Um, I'm gonna let the big soldier chime in, man. I'm a,
Man,
I'm a, I'm a, I'm a,
I think you hit a lot of great points on the head, man. I can't agree with you no more than 100%, man. I mean, we have to do better as a whole community. When it comes to these hiring processes and things of that nature, we have to take care of our business. And you know how it is. It's been like that for a while, man. But I mean, in order for people to take us more serious, we had to do better, man.
all right. I'm gonna check my email out of the show, and we'll make something happen for sure. Um, man, how was the game, DJ? Like I said, Pine Bluff women's basketball team, man, they doing their thing. So I like what Coach Thornton doing out there. Of course, JSU still doing well in women's basketball. I think them two teams gonna be the two teams that's gonna be tough to beat. Men's basketball gonna be wide open as far as I know.
Yeah, I can't wait for that men's basketball. I think this is probably gonna be. This is looking like it's gonna be a really good season. It's gonna be really competitive too. Really, really
Yeah,
competitive. Because
it's
I
gonna
think
be.
everybody bringing something different to the table. Because everybody looks like
Yeah,
they're capable of knocking off a mid-major school. So I mean, it's gonna be tough, man.
and that's why I feel like, I'm sure they said on here before. If not, I didn't said it, talking to DJ and stuff. But we need to really invest in basketball, man.
Hmm.
Football is king. We're in the South. Football is king. Don't throw nothing at me, y'all. I know y'all all football people. I'm a basketball person first, but I love football, but basketball is my woman. Football, my side girl. You know, so I love basketball, and I like to see people support basketball. I like to see people have like Bama State had a great crowd for the USC game. You know, those are the things I want to see more from our programs. Now, some of the games, you know, I don't have a, you know, if you play an 11 o'clock game on a Tuesday afternoon, I don't expect nobody to come,
Right.
and you're charging full price for the game. I don't, you know, I don't expect that, you know, I don't expect that to happen, right? Saying, you know, any kind of afternoon game, you know, against a
Oh,
team that most people,
so USC came to Bama State?
yeah, they played at Bama State the other day.
So Bronny James was in the building?
Yeah, Bronny was up in there.
Oh, okay. That's what's up, man. See, wow, that's cool right there.
And you know that kind of transitioned me a little bit to I don't know how many people really been paying attention, but I guess I guess LSU had played Coppin State in women's basketball.
Yeah.
Um and you know they were talking to Coach Kim Mulkey, and she said that she want to play Southern in Tiger Stadium and give Southern all the money.
Man, that would be bananas though. If they could fill it up, that thing, hey, listen, you have to have some other form of events to make it a draw. Like they might need to holler at Boosie or somebody see if Boosie can come around and he'll, you know, may draw a little crowd or something.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's gonna take more than the two teams. No offense to you know, I mean LSU basketball team. You know, they great, but Southern basketball don't come out and
Right.
support Southern basketball. So, like you said, I think it would have to be like some kind of big event, and then you can tie it all in together. I mean, and if we get to keep the money, then hey, it's all good. But you know, let's make it a double header. You know what I'm saying? Men and women. You know,
Yeah,
let's
I can see that. I can see that happening.
and put something else with it. You know, hey, well, I don't know when the next Boosie Bash is, but you know, make it
Hey, tie in a
make
little Boosie badge, tie in a little. Don't y'all have like a super country fest or something in Baton Rouge too?
yeah, man.
Yeah, tie
The
all
Country
that
Fest.
into it, yeah, and make a way to be able to draw all sorts of people, you know, because it just can't be black and white folks. You got to get the Mexican and Chinese partners, everybody, you know. So
And you gotta be able to give everybody an opportunity to get in there and see what's up. But you know, I whether that's her just talking for TV, you know, whether that's just her talking or she really mean it, I still think it's a good idea to kind of get some kind of discourse going. I mean, why bring a team from New Mexico to play LSU when Southern could come and get the bag and not have to spend no money on travel? We play them in baseball all the time. You know, we play them. You know, we haven't played them in men's basketball in a few years. You know, so why not get that bag going back? You know, back to where the people that need it, because we need it. But yeah, I mean, you know, I thought that was something interesting. But you know, we'll see what happens once time kind of go on. We'll see what happens. But like I said, I just I think we need to find more ways to kind of make some things going, man. I was gonna say something. I didn't forgot. I guess it come to me. So you got anything, bro?
man, I guess we could talk about that JSU Miami game a little bit because I know it was close, and
Oh
they end
yeah,
up turning the ball over a lot and end up fumbling their whole game away. So like you say, I think the top two is gonna be UAPB and look like JSU women, but you can't count Southern women out because Southern got a pretty good women's team, right?
Yeah, we're gonna be in the mix. You know, we got our usual squad, not a lot of size, but play pretty solid defense. So we're gonna be in the mix, but them two teams, they both got size, and it's hard to consistently withstand that size. You might be able to do it, in a game or two, but when if you have to do that multiple times, that's something tough to do. You can't always do it. That's what made Southern, even though it took a lucky shot to beat JSU last year, but
Yeah.
that's what made that run that impressive, man, because they beat two teams who were way taller than them. So it is yeah, I mean, shooting has been Southern problem for a few years. It ain't changed, but 28 turnovers, I think it was, by Jackson State.
Yeah.
You're not gonna beat very many people like that.
Nah.
And that's something that you got to kind of get right, and they will. They'll get correct. I mean, they only lost their game by 7 points. You turn the ball over 28 times and only lose by 7 points. That shows that you can play. I mean, that shouldn't even be that's a statement we shouldn't even have to make anymore about JSU women's basketball. Like we should all know that Coach Reed gonna have a team. That should be something that we don't even have to worry about. Oh, I know she's a shooter, but when you take into account that she had to dribble, the length of the court and get through a defense that should have fouled her if y'all want to keep it 100. She make big shots all the time, but ain't nothing wrong with a shot going in that you don't expect to go in.
Yeah, it was a lucky shot, Harvey. It was a lucky shot. That was a hell of a shot, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, lucky or not, I was happy, man. I was happy, but Southern typically do match up well with JSU and women's basketball. But we finally got over that hump when we needed to. So, that's always a good thing.
Like that lucky homer. I still was.
That was a lucky play, bro. That was a lucky play.
I said, ain't no goddamn way.
Bro,
going and going. I'm like, dang, you hit that joker.
I ain't never seen nothing like that before in my life, bro. I think you did that 10 times. It wouldn't work now other time, bro.
Man, he knocked that joker smooth out the park. I was so safe.
Hey, think about it, bro. Southern against Jackson State in tournaments and championships always lead to something crazy. Yeah, 2013, the boy stepped out the end zone. The baseball tournament and Southern women's basketball. We always find some kind of crazy way to beat y'all in a tournament, bro.
Yeah, 2010 is definitely something we'll never forget.
Hey, we got a house divided over here.
Yes, sir.
But yeah,
what was the name of that guy that in 2010 that y'all had a great punt return it in? Because he didn't take like 2 punt returns back for touchdowns in that game.
I'm trying to think who was that. Shit.
Yeah, that dude was a pretty
good. Yeah, because we scored on a late return for sure.
Yeah, so they kicked it that joker twice. The first time we took it, I was thinking they weren't gonna kick it. He kicked it right back, and that sucker went smooth down the sideline, man.
That's if I was to look at one thing about Southern that hasn't been the same in recent years, is the return game.
Right.
Our return game hadn't been on point in about 4 or 5 years. But having a good return, man. Yeah, that we ain't really been right. Since then. I know Danny Johnson had a pretty solid year returning kicks the following year in 2017, but after that we really had. I mean, we got the guys with the speed, but I know a lot of y'all don't watch Southern football a lot, but when you watch Southern football and in the return game, bro, it's so frustrating, man. They never hit the holes. They either trying to run back and forth 10 times, or they run directly into the wedge, bro. Like the hole is over here. Hey, you know what it's like? You ever seen that Trent Richardson meme where they got the hole like that big on the left and he running directly into the line of scrimmage?
Yeah.
That's what it looked like when they run kicks back, bro. Like the hole is here and they running right there. And they almost break them, and I call them the almost team, bro. They almost break it. They almost break it. Oh, we're gonna do this again.
we gonna sell this once and for all.
I'm a both. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a both guy, bro. I'm a both guy.
Cause at the end of the day, nobody cares who won that playoffs in 2018-19. Nope, that ain't gonna get them kids to the next level, man. Bowl. I like the bowl. Let's get a good check and let's have a good time, man. Man, forget them people playoff.
I'm gonna say this because I'm older than Jamie G, so I come from the Heritage Bowl era. You know, when we were sending teams to the playoffs and to the Heritage Bowl, I don't mind both. But that 0-19, bro, that you never gonna really get a good shake, bro. You're never gonna get a good spot, and you don't got the money to bid on games. I think South Dakota or North Dakota, bro, they put up like $100K to host the first round game, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or something like that.
We put out more money to host games. I'm like, dog. I mean, 1 million versus a couple $100,000. Man, I take that million.
Yeah, I mean, if it come to that, you know, if my team not gonna be good enough to get an automatic seed, you know, when in top 8 seeds, and I gotta play in the first round, and I got to try to outbid somebody for this game. I'm gonna hope I'm playing somebody like Draco one of the Pioneer schools who ain't got no, you know what I'm saying, don't got no football pedigree, and I can get that home game, off rip. But I don't mind the playoffs, bro. But I like I say, man, we need the checks. I take the check.
Mm-hmm.
Now we could do both. Hey, we could, if we find some kind of way to do both, it's cool. But playing on ABC, only game on that at that time, you can't beat that, man.
Yeah, and then the Celebration Bowl, the viewership is higher than the playoff. Any of them playoff games, I guarantee the Celebration Bowl is gonna outdraw all of those.
Oh, what's up, Rick? Big Rick Body, man? What's going on, man?
Rick Body in the building.
Body fam. Well, what's happening? I hope our boy about to make some kind of move, man. I see him out there working.
I'm ready to see where he gonna go, man. I'm so excited to see where Andrew gonna go.
Yeah, that. Hey, no matter where he play at, man, that's always my QB1, man. I don't care. I don't care what level. Always QB1. But like I said, man, that playoff discussion, man. I've been having that discussion since I've been active on message boards since like 2004, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a horse that been dug up and beat down and dug up and beat down. I remember in 09, I think it was 09, Prairie View had a chance to go to playoffs, and everybody was like, "What they got? What they gonna put them in for?" It's like, man, y'all letting in other teams. Y'all letting in teams with no scholarships. So why do we have to have an above and beyond resume when other teams don't? But it's
I agree, Blue. I agree, Blue.
Man, that horse been beat, buried, dug up, beat, buried, dug up, beat, buried, and dug up, and dug up again, man.
That boy sound like Chucky. They come back with Chucky 10, Chucky 11, Chucky 12. You know what I'm saying? Boy, like Michael Myers, man, he's just gonna keep coming on back.
Oh, we're gonna definitely be peeping that out, man. I'm looking forward to seeing what he do next.
Ooh, man. Oh, okay, Blue. Hey, I'm glad Blue came in and saved me, man. Hey, that's what's up, though. I'm glad Blue got me right there, man. That's cool.
Oh, if anybody gonna come through with the facts, it's gonna be
I'm glad.
Blue.
Hey, that's what's up, man. I don't want to be wrong out here in these streets.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, so it's so many factors that go into that. You know, I like I say, man, at this point, I don't knock nobody for feeling either way. The debate is debating is one of the American pastimes. So if people like that conversation, that's cool, man. But I I prefer a stronger non-conference schedule for sure. I I know a lot of people don't. Some people may not want to play them kind of games out of conference, but I rather play as much as I hate them. I rather play McNeese and Nichols than to play Lincoln and Virginia Lynchburg, bro. I'm
I
just gonna
agree
keep it. I'm
100%,
gonna keep it
man.
100 with you, bro. And I'm just, if I never see Lincoln on our schedule again, it's gonna be too soon, bro. I don't want to ever see them people on my schedule again.
I don't want to see Lincoln, VUL, AUL, AOL, none of the people.
University of Phoenix,
Sycamore,
DeVry.
none of them. IDDC College, none of them people.
The Diesel Driving Academy, none of them boys, bro.
Right.
I don't want to see none of that, bro.
The
Let's
dancing
let's
dogs.
let's leave that in. Let's leave that in 2023, bro. Yeah, like I said, man, I think like I said, you can feel how you feel, and you can have your opinion, but the debate back and forth is kind of nobody gonna change the other side mind. You're not gonna change the people who want playoffs. You're not gonna change their mind. The people that want the Celebration Bowl, you're not gonna change their mind. So,
Hey. I'm gonna touch on that comment. You go ahead and see where he said
oh no,
Northwestern State.
go ahead.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something about Northwestern State, man. Blaine McCorkle, man, he took a team like Bellhaven that was from the bottom of the dumps and made that team a winner. Y'all watch out, man. With next few years, man, Northwestern State gonna be a problem, bro.
Oh yeah,
That dude,
they gonna be in
everywhere he
so.
goes, he touches gold, man. He's probably the next young up and coming coach, man. I'm telling you, that dude finna get them guys right down there, man. Because he do it the right way.
And that's a program, bro. That you know I don't keep tabs on them as much as I used to since we don't play them that much no more. But that's a program that took a nosedive, bro. So they never were like great, and they never were
Right.
like a consistent playoff team, but they always was a tough opponent. And they kind of slid back. So like a team like that with the right leadership. Hey, we got somebody hollering at you, Jamie G. Got another
Ooh.
Sanders in the house.
No. Hold on. Who this is? Oh, that's my wife. Hey,
I know.
hey, y'all.
Checking in with you.
Checking me. Hell yeah, that's my wife right there, y'all.
Hey, don't say nothing too crazy, bro. You don't want to get them. What that mean when the show over with? Like I get sometimes.
Yeah, she
uh,
tuning in all the time, supporting the show. So big shouts out to
hey,
DeAndrea.
shout out to my women out there that support college athletics, man. Y'all as much a part of this as we are, and sometimes I think y'all are worse about this than we are,
Yep.
man.
That
Let
crazy
me let
lady
me.
from FAMU, she still ain't came back. Man, woo-wee. She said her piece and she was gone.
Hey, he say, is your wife a Mississippi gal?
Yeah, though Columbia, Mississippi, baby.
Mississippi
I'm
born and
about
bred.
gold, Mason. Maybe I had to get me a Mississippi woman now. No place else.
Hey, they make them too crazy around here, bro. I had to recruit out of state, bro. You know how we always be. You know how we be talking about you got to recruit the home team first.
Yeah.
I tried that, it didn't work. I had to expand my search. What's up, Rod, man? What's going on? Alcorn gonna be good, bro.
Yeah,
Man, you know, we said it what that was last week. We said Cedric Thomas, you know, and if y'all seen G, y'all know that man is over the moon right now. That's a good hire, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't always say that about a coaching hire, man, but I think having a guy like that on your staff that you can go ahead and snatch up real quick, you know, you don't need to do a job search if you don't have to. You know, if you already got a coach in your office in your building who can do the job, why don't you go ahead and give it to him now, and don't stretch it out, because nothing's worse than hiring a coach a month later than you could have. Think about that. If you got a coach on staff that you're gonna hire, you might as well hire him. Yes, you might as well hire him when the time is there. Ain't no need to pretend and stretch it out for a month, and then double back to that person. Do it now. Do it right away. Get it over with and move on, so you can get down to the business of building your team. Alcorn, them coaches was working all week, bro. If you watch what they've been doing, they've been working all week, and they ain't lost a dude. They working their butt off. Oh no, he good. He unless he lose more guys, he good.
Nah, he should be on no high seat. How many? They had 7 wins. Could have.
Yeah, they won 7 games. Should have won 8.
Yeah, man.
Hey, if you wanna keep it real, they lost to FAMU on a pick 6. They was trailing 16-10. They lost on a pick 6, and they had a couple fumbles deep in FAMU territory. They really could have been in the SWAC championship game. True. Like I say, my only concern with him is being able to keep that team together. You know, because they lose so many guys in the portal. I don't know if he
offensive coordinator though, they really gonna be a problem.
No, Bubba gone, man. That's the biggest spot, bro. You're not gonna feel that with one guy, but if they can't replace Bubba, man, they gonna have a hard time. Well, right now, fam, you got the crown, so
you just never know. Because I mean, who to say? A lot of people said they wasn't gonna beat Jack State when I did and beat us on our homecoming too. I mean, them dudes scrappy, man. Shoot.
You know,
he got something special going on over there. I ain't
I'm gonna put it
no more.
Is he? I thought Bubba was going to the Legacy Bowl.
That's what I'm saying. Blue, they got Rico Dozier.
And they got Rico Dozier, bro.
Yeah, the defense has got an upgrade too.
You adding another guy with 100+ tackles, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at, you know, guys that leave Pine Bluff, they go places and they play well. So, you know, I wouldn't count him out. But no, he not on the hot seat. I could. If anybody say he is, I couldn't really agree with that.
Now, if anybody on that high seat is gonna be minor.
Exactly. How much time you got? Because I could spend a long time on that. But this is gonna be, and I feel like this even if Dooley would have stayed, bro. This is the season we losing 22 seniors, so you already gonna be you're losing the bulk of your defensive front. You losing a couple running backs. Your O line was horrendous this season.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it's coaching, some of it's the players, some of it was coaching. Your O line gave up 37 sacks, so you got to fix that. You got to fix that. Quarterback play wasn't great. You always ran the risk of losing that kid because he was a graduate guy anyway. So, there's a lot of holes to be filled at Southern. So if Southern can find a way to win 6 games again next year, bro, I think that's a successful season.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't want to. I've been fussing about Southern all show. Some have been subliminal, but I've been fussing about Southern all show. I don't want to go there again. But I think it's gonna be a rebuilding year. But it's the SWAC West, so anything can happen. In the West, you ain't got to really win games. You just got to hope other teams lose, and it happens all the time. So you can be a rebuilding team and find yourself in the championship because somebody lost the game they wasn't supposed to. But we'll see what happens, man. Of course, expectations gonna be super high, which I always feel like they shouldn't. But I just wanna have a competent offense. That's what I want. I want to see offense score over 20 points a game, bro. Let's play some offense. Oh, it was ugly, bro. It was ugly. It was ugly. But to say our offense played as bad as we did, bro, our defense was. The numbers didn't always look that way, but Southern defense had an ability to bend and bend and bend and bend and bend and not really break. It happened a couple games that they broke, but for the most part, they always found a way to make that stop that they needed. And you just can't keep asking the defense to do that.
You gotta give my man a chance.
Yeah, man, let's put his stamp on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, when you look at it, it's tough. And if you look at it from Southern perspective, we played JSU and FAMU in the regular season too. So you looking at having to try to beat one of them teams twice, most likely. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you want to play at home in the championship. That's a tough ask, man. There ain't very many teams in the league that can do that. You know what I'm saying? And then had to turn around and beat that team in a championship setting. So of course, the power right now is in the East. I don't think there's okay teams in the West. I don't think there's a really good team in the West. I guess Alcorn might have been the closest thing.
Yeah.
But
I like it. I would love to see the Alcorn and FAMU matchup. I would think that would have been a classic.
Oh, that would have been a good game. It's very few places that I look at on the schedule and be like, man, it's gonna be hard to win. I've only seen Southern win and brag once in my life. I'm 46, 47. I don't know how old I am. 46, 47, whatever. I ain't seen Southern win and brag but once in my life, bro. That's it. And we used to play FAMU every year. I seen
anybody and brag.
Oh yes, bro. It's tough.
They defend their home faithfully, cause
it's that. Like I say, man, if you haven't been there, I suggest you catch a game now, bro. It can be a really tough place to play. We'd have had some close calls now, but we'd have some beat downs too. I never forget that 65-18, boy. I never forget that. Jesus Christ, we was number 3 in the country in 1999, bro. We was undefeated, number 3 in the country, and we went down there and got beat 65-18. In 1997, we lost 33-3 on their homecoming, bro. Like, oh, I didn't, bro. We drove from Baton Rouge to Tallahassee the day of the game, bro, and and watched Southern lose, and I had a herringbone chain. I broke it trying to take my shirt off, bro. It was a horrible weekend. It was a horrible weekend. But it's gonna be tough, man. But right now, it's hard to say because I have no idea what Southern is bringing in. I have no idea what they recruiting. So I guess we'll find out when they find out. But
to a game in Tallahassee,
bro, you need to, bro. It go down, bro. I'm serious. It's only a couple places that I go that I love to go to. That's Alcorn, Jackson, and FAMU. You have to bring your talking game when you go to them stadiums, bro. Like you have to. You can't go on a reservation and not talk noise. You can't go in the vet and not talk noise. You can't go and brag and not talk noise. You better bring it because they bringing it.
Yeah, because them Alabama A&M people, shout out to them. They friendly. They be like, they be like, oh, that was a good game. It was make sure y'all grab a plate on the way out. And y'all be careful driving home. I swear they're some of the politest fans ever, man. I like them though. They all right with me.
Let me walk you to your car. Get home safe.
For real. Now them Bama State fans will cut you out now.
Oh yeah.
Now they new blood of fans.
Oh, they'll get on you now. And I ain't gonna lie now, Valley got one or two people that'll give you that smoke. It ain't many, but they will give it to you, bro. You might not see them all the time, but they got a couple of Valley people out there that'll give you that work if you want it. Don't push them now. Yeah, I know.
But they still gonna come out there because
I can't do nothing but respect that, bro. You know you about to get beat and you still talking noise. Hey, I gotta salute you on that one. But I will say, bro, I know some good Bethune-Cookman people, but they don't really turn out, bro. And I'm sure whenever they come to Baton Rouge, it's gonna be like when Valley and Pine Bluff come to Baton Rouge. They don't really bring nobody. Or like when Alabama and them came to Baton Rouge this year, they brought like 12 people.
BCU fan most of like them ushers, man. You know, they just have to. They know what it is, bro.
Like I say, man, I think with any fan base, but you can find a couple of people that's gonna talk some noise. You know, some of them ain't really gonna talk a lot until they know they about to win the game. I don't like that, bro. I like for you to talk before the game start. Let's get it rolling because I don't want you to come around when y'all up by 5 points and with 2 minutes left in the game and start talking, bro. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if Low J still on here, but man, I ain't gonna lie. When we were losing to TSU this year, boy, I was about 2 seconds from sneaking up out that stadium, bro. I did not want to see. I ain't want to see that dude, bro, because I already talked to him before the game, and I knew it was coming, bro. I was like, I told my wife, I said, man, we might need to sneak up out of here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle this out of this game, bro. But we need to get Mumford back on point, man. But you know, the people ain't with it right now. Now we'll say, watch out for them old women at Southern, bro. They'll cuss you out. I watched 3 old ladies about to beat the mess out of Dooley after a game, bro. I ain't playing. That lady was about to jump over the rail, bro.
I bet you Dooley be like, hey, hold on, baby. Take some of these peppermints. Come on, man. I got some strawberry candy. Some strawberry candy.
Hey, you know the most strawberry candy that they come in the wrapper that look like a strawberry that don't nobody eat?
Yeah.
He got a pocket full of them things, bro.
Yeah. Calm down, baby. Take some of these strawberry candy.
But I'm gonna say this, bro. Then we're gonna probably close it on out. The most disrespectful thing I ever seen, bro, was in 2019. We played Alcorn for the championship. Them folks were wearing championship shirts before the game, bro. They knew they were gonna beat us, bro. Oh my God, they knew they were gonna beat us.
Oh, that's a good question, Rod. That is a great question.
I think we will, but I don't know well. That part I don't know. I don't know well, but I think Texas Southern, make the phone call, man. Y'all got to open it. Make the phone call. Man, them old ladies ain't no joke, man. See, I sit in the only general admission section in the stadium, so I'll be all over my section, bro. I walk from end to end. If you wanna talk, we can talk. I'm loud, bro. I'm one of the loudest people in there. But I was glad we had an empty row at that Texas Southern game. The row in front of me was empty, bro. I laid down on that thing, bro. I was sick. The whole fourth quarter, I was sick.
I need to lay it out in a bit. Dang, it got bad up there, bro.
No, man, I got to get my hands on it, bro. I got to get my hands on that book. I need to definitely read it. If I get a chance to read it, bro, I'm gonna give y'all a review. I'm gonna come on the show and give y'all a review. Because I need to read it, and he got a couple interviews out there too. I need to start getting on my job and catching some of that info because it's juicy. I know that much. But I'm gonna have a book report for y'all if I ever get a chance to read it. But man, we're gonna go ahead and get on up out of here, man. White bird. Oh, man, I don't even like this doggone camera. I need a new setup, bro. Can I get my camera? But anyway, man, I'm celebrating this weekend. My wife's birthday on Saturday, so
yeah, on Saturday. Well, tell my happy birthday. Mine is Christmas
no doubt,
Day, y'all.
Oh, you're a Christmas baby.
Yeah,
but y'all December folk, bro. Y'all hard to 2 gifts. 2 gifts ain't no joke, bro.
Hey, your boy will be celebrating Monday, man. Another 38 years around the sun, man.
See, bro. Hey, the more times you go around, bro, it's hard to figure out what that number is, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
After a while, it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? So it's like once you cross like 30, it don't even matter no more, man. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing on up, man. Y'all, we're gonna catch y'all next week. Another edition of SWAC Smoke.
Oh yeah, Merry Christmas, y'all.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. Merry Christmas to y'all, man. For sure.
Be safe.
Please be safe. And enjoy the family, man. We're gonna holler at y'all.